Hi everyone, Morten Åstad here. Welcome to my channel. In this video I just want to show you some records that I ended up buying yesterday. I was out and about again yesterday. I've been very good at getting out a little bit almost every day, not least because the weather here in Oslo has been and still is very nice, sunny, bright blue skies, cold, around freezing and a few degrees below. And but I've been, we're sort of lucky in that a lot of the snow and the ice melted away before it got cold. So a nice tram ride or a trip to a coffee bar. So I'd just been to the Starbucks up at part of town called Majorstuen, where I like to go, and I met a friend of mine. And we had a nice talk about everything. This was a week I was supposed to have a meeting with my employer that I wasn't looking forward to. It got pushed back another week, in part because of my union representative being under the weather. And next meeting was supposed to be now on Monday. It's now been pushed back to Tuesday. And I got a lot of things, weighing on my mind. So meeting a friend was very nice. But she had to go home, and I was a little bit sort of, apprehensive or reluctant to go home. I rode the tram for a while. I listened to audiobooks while I do that. And then I ended up in the middle of the center of town, and I said to myself, you deserve a little trip down to Rock and Roll's, the second-hand record shop. You don't have to buy anything. Well, famous last words. But I went there, and I did specifically look for albums from bands that I'm trying to complete my collection, and no real luck there. So I went for the shelves with the 7 inches, and I did find something. Now, my 7-inch collection is mainly what you see there. There's a few up in the corner outside of shot there. There are some here. I have a few down in Denmark. Collected Depeche Mode and Iron Maiden quite a bit. Paul McCartney and Wings is my largest collection, I would think, yeah. And then it's a little bit of some other bands here and there, but apart from INXS, I decided I wanted to collect all of the beautiful, House Martin's 7 inches, and I think I'm fairly good on the way. They only released 2 studio albums and a compilation with one more single or something, so not very hard, but so I look for them as well when I have the chance. But what did I find? Well, let's see. So is this the beginning of me collecting this band on 7-inch as well? Here's Prefab Sprout. So this is When Love Breaks Down from 1984. One of my absolute favorite bands. And as you know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I am now 2 studio albums away from having their entire collection on vinyl. One of them is possible. The other one is currently not possible because it's never been released on vinyl. Another Prefab Sprout. This is Farron Young from Steve McQueen. And yes, it's not a single from a Swedish trucker country star, although it kind of looks like it. Fairly okay prices for these, around £4 and £5 so far. Another Prefab Sprout, Hey Manhattan. And there's the cover of that one from their wonderful From Langley Park to Memphis album, which you can see up there. And then I found some singles. I don't think I've ever owned any singles from this band. I have all of their studio albums, bar 1, on vinyl, and all of them on CD. It's level 42. So this is a Micro Kid. And that's 1983 from Standing in the Light. And we got The Chant Has Begun, which is from the next album in 1984. Yeah, 1984. A little bit of a residue there from the price sticker. These I paid about £2.50 for, maybe $3. And we got Running in the Family. Cool cover. I like this. There we are. And then we got Heaven in My Hands. And those are from 1988. And finally, these were the more expensive ones. My INXS 7-inch collection is getting up there. This is the one thing from Shabu Shuba. This is an American copy of the one thing. Let's see it because the old Atco label there. Now, collecting INXS singles is fun, and I enjoy it. There are some Australian early ones that are hard to get that I would love to get my hands on. And then, of course, when we're tapering towards the end of the band's existence, unfortunately, there are no more 7 inches because of CDs, because of cassette singles. Although I think some of those that aren't available as 7 inches are available as 12 inches. But the last few singles you won't be able to get on 7 inches. There is Need You Tonight from Kick, which I think is a nice... I think this is a nice UK. And then we got New Sensation, also from Kick, which is a US copy. It's got this black and red Atlantic with a barcode. And finally, this was the most expensive one of them all. Cost me 100 kroner. It's Beautiful Girl. And this is from Welcome to Wherever You Are. And it's a limited edition. It is kind of the most beat up, but I think this is the first time I've seen this edition in the wild because it's actually a gatefold. And we got one of these kind of label, if you can call it that. So that was a very nice addition to my collection. My INXS 7-inch collection is getting pretty big now. So it's nice to get, because I had this thing last year where I was collecting all of their studio albums on vinyl and finally getting towards the end of that. And the only thing I would like to get now, they have a deluxe edition coming out of one of their albums now, I think, but I also would like to get a vinyl copy of their live album. I did get one album. Now, as you know, if you follow my channel for a while, I love Crowded House, and over there you'll see my deluxe CD, 2 CD boxes, which came out in 2016, and is one of the reasons I don't really, I didn't then get Crowded House on vinyl. I thought I could do that later. All of those are more or less out of print now, and some of them goes for silly money. And I never owned Crowded House on vinyl back in the day either. I started collecting them on CD. And I've been sort of two minds. Am I going to go for looking for those 2016 copies, or am I going to buy nice older copies if I find them? And that's kind of meant that I've kept putting it off. But I saw this one yesterday, and I thought it was a very nice copy. It's one of the older ones from... Oh, is this German? I think so. So this is Crowded House, of course, and Temple of Low Men. So this was their second studio album. And funny thing is, I have all but one of the singles from this album, but I never had it on the studio album on vinyl. It is taped a little bit, this inner sleeve, but otherwise in very nice nick. Speaking of Nick, there's Nick Seymour, and Hesse, and of course Neil. And nice artwork. And we have the vinyl, which looks absolutely perfect, more or less. A little bit cleaning to do there, but otherwise. So I don't know what kind of Crowded House vinyl studio album collection I'm going to have at some stage, hopefully. My wish would be that the record company would take those original studio albums once again, either just make new copies of the ones from 2016 or do something else. But I mean, we're talking Crowded House here, and they're like the guys say in the secondhand shops I go to or record fairs, unless it's a very beat up copy, Crowded House records never stay in the crates very long. People want them. They people who either remember hearing them back in the day or not really being into them now then, but nostalgia now or whatever. So I just don't understand. They had a brand new studio album last fall, and again, wouldn't that be an opportune time to push their records and get them out there? There's so many bands where you constantly sort of bereft of being able to buy their studio albums because they're constantly re-released in, I guess, too few numbers, and then not again for a long while. And it's frustrating, but that's the world we live in, I suppose. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed me showing you my little haul here. I wasn't supposed to. I just bought the new Manic Street Preachers, and I bought a couple of new other things that I haven't shown yet, and I was supposed to be very good, but I guess I kind of felt I needed the joy of bringing some new music home and telling you guys about it. So anyways, it's Wednesday, sun is shining. Tomorrow it's getting warmer and wetter, so I should probably go out and enjoy it. Take care, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Please click like, please subscribe, makes me happy.